How are you?
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
So, what do you got for me?
An invention I'm particularly proud of. The Luminator.
You mean a flashlight?
You have a talent for making extraordinary things sound mundane. It's not just a flashlight, Jan. Tell me, when you encounter these distortions, what is your priority?
I'd like to investigate them more.
Now you'll be able to do it.
Okay. How?
Professor Frankov discovered that certain frequencies of light waves can be used to peer into proximity planes, to study them. I've used his observations to create my Luminator so it can reveal elements of the integral hidden to the human eye. But it also has another, more pragmatic application. It can help to eliminate distortions.
You mean destroy them for good?
I'm just giving you a tool. You decide how to use it. You see, distortions are created around puncture points between potential universes. That much we know. Now, with the Luminator, they should become much more visible to you. Focusing the Luminator's light waves exactly on the puncture point will allow you to seal that rift. You could compare it to cauterizing a wound.
Damn. That does sound promising.
Indeed. Now you see why I don't like calling it a flashlight.
Hey, so, how am I doing? According to your high standards? You want me to tell you?
When you're successful, you know it. You don't have to run around asking people.
Is success really all that matters to you?
What else is there?
Helping others.
There's value in that, true. But the needs of others are like an endless well. You'll never fill it up, no matter what you do. Being successful in science, business, or even art, that gives a real opportunity to change the face of the world. Tell me, did you never even think about having that kind of impact?
I remember being very motivated in the first years of my studies.
Motivated and competitive.
Yeah.
So, when did you stop pushing?
I didn't want my life to be just about work. So when I got a good business offer, I thought it would be a smart way to have the cake and eat it.
The beginning of a downfall.
Why did you stay at the university?
Because of a scholarship I didn't get.
Wait, you mean the one we had in our pocket?
But lost in the final round, yes.
I took that hard.
So did I. But it motivated me. I stayed to have a go at that scholarship next year, and I succeeded.
I wish I'd done the same.
Of course. But then, you wouldn't be you anymore, would you?
You'd be me. By the way, it's totally understandable if you prefer that. It's simple, Jan. I'm successful because I'm the version of you that doesn't get discouraged by failure. Imagine what I could achieve in your role here. I'm pretty sure I can be just as efficient. We'll see about that.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Someone's gaining a little bit of weight, no?
You think?
Don't worry. It's just a little bit of a beer belly.
I heard you had another accident. Are you okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. It's fine. It's not because of the painkillers, I swear.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to take them away from you.
Ugh. You have no idea what you're doing to me. Heartless bastard.
Come and find me when you have a moment.
Okay, something you wanted to discuss with me?
Remember our little chat about success?
Yeah. What about it?
I wanted to suggest we push harder.
Tell me.
Crunch hours. Clean and simple. A lot of productivity is wasted on socializing, binge watching a series for the 100th time, or just pointless moping about. People can work till they drop, you know. It's been done before in emergency situations.
Won't everyone hate me for it?
Of course they will. But if you want to achieve things, you need to learn to push people and stop caring about what everyone thinks, like a teenager on prom night. Still, it doesn't sound like something I could keep up forever. No, but even doing it at small intervals can drastically speed up the completion of crucial tasks.
Okay. Why not? I might just try it out.
Excellent. Just don't wait until they get used to procrastinating too much.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Lucas, what is it now?
Hey, Jan. Sorry to bother you again, but there's this thing you need to take care of ASAP.
Other than Rapidium?
Yes. Your wife, ex-wife.
Lena? What happened?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, someone from the board informed her about your status, and it's gotten a little nervy. You know she can't find out about the altars, right?
I know that. I'm not stupid.
Good. Great. Still, the thing is, she's asking around, trying to find out things herself, so... Can you just please tell her not to? You know, next time she calls.
Tell her to... Yeah, that's a good one. Telling Lena to back away will just work her up, especially if it's coming from my mouth.
Oh. Well, then maybe just, I don't know, reassure her? Like, say everything is fine and you need focus time, stuff like that?
No. Me and Lena talking always ends up in an ugly row. I don't want to go through that again. We just don't understand each other anymore.
Oh, that sucks. Still, we definitely need to solve this problem. Hey, how about this? Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but what if maybe there's an alter of yours out there who would know how to talk to her?
What? You mean...
Yeah. Someone, a you that has an understanding with her?
Huh. Interesting.
Just give it a shot, Jan. We really can't let anyone find out. It's for your own good.
You guys seem to be worrying about my good a lot.
I hope you don't doubt that, Jan. I gotta go offline now. Best of luck. L7 out.
Lucas, what's up?
I thought I'd check up on you. How's that bridge going?
Not so peachy. I have to admit I'm struggling a little to make it in time. Why do you ask?
Well, I just wanted to tell you again how important what you're doing is. You know, collecting rubidium. In case you forgot, which would be totally understandable. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want you to feel pressured. You don't have to worry about it now if you've got more important things on your list. Just, don't forget about it completely, okay? Keep it in the back of your head, please, for when you're less busy.
Okay, Lucas. Noted.
Perfect. Speak soon.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
What the fuck? Did you just chop your arm off?
What's it look like? A fucking prank. I had to get rid of it.
But why?
Because it wasn't just in my head. It was real. Real pain, and I ended it. Like you couldn't. Just fuck off.
So, we completed the crunch?
Congratulations. And what are your thoughts?
It was totally worth it.
You're learning fast. Good. But there's more to this lesson than just the ability to push your team to their limits.
What's that?
You learned that sometimes achieving a goal requires being hard-headed. It can mean brutal methods, but it brings results.
Huh. Thanks. You wanted to talk?
Yes, I managed to come up with a satisfactory magnetic storm prediction system. We'll be ready for the next one when it comes. If it comes.
Great. I feel safer already.
But that's not all. While analyzing the nature of this phenomenon, I discovered something very curious. You do know how dangerous it is to be outside the base during a magnetic storm, right?
I do now. The radiation levels go crazy. It could be lethal.
Well, it might be hazardous to health, but if you're a risk taker, it could also be worthwhile.
What do you mean?
I've been performing some observations, and it seems that the energy of the magnetic storm stimulates certain resource deposits to be more active and productive. 2 types of deposits, to be precise: organics and rubidium. In practical terms, it means they can be mined much more efficiently during a storm. Isn't it fascinating, Jan? Those resources are in tune with the magnetic field somehow. It's like a mysterious, unheard of ecosystem.
Absolutely. We need to make use of that discovery.
Of course, feel free. As long as you don't send me out there.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about Lena.
Lena Berg.
Right on.
She had a promising career. I wonder what happened to her.
So you didn't marry her?
Marry? Come on. We both had much more interesting things to do with our lives. And different things too. You know how it is. When people evolve, their priorities change, and all of a sudden, you just realize that if you held on, you'd only be in each other's way.
Yeah, guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Parting ways was one of the best decisions in our lives. You and Lena still friends?
We married. Then we divorced.
Thank you for sparing me the sorry part in between. I suppose this concise story proves that it was never meant to be, whatever either of us did.
Fair point, I guess.
Glad I could help.
Is there a problem?
Yes, Jan, there's definitely a problem. People are fed up with how you're running this mission.
What do you mean, fed up? What is this?
Are you blind? Things gotta change or else.
What exactly do you want me to improve?
That shit you call food? I'm fed up with it.
I hear you. I'll do what I can.
looks like a good spot to place the bridge anchors. Huh. Incredible. Let's see where this leads.
Hey, man. You're clearly pissed. So? I'd like to help. How do you normally deal with anger? You know me. I exercise. Go for a run with loud music on, hop on a bike. Outdoor sports work best, I guess. In that case, being stuck in this tin can must be a nightmare for you. No bike, no outdoors. Don't worry about it. You actually made me remember that I can always take a break and sweat it all out. I can do that in the base.
Lena?
Hey. How are you holding up?
Been better, thanks.
Sorry. Stupid question.
What's up?
Well, you said you wouldn't mind me keeping an open channel, so I thought I'd check up. I'm worried. Mining Ops is not giving me too much information. All they told me is that you're having some kind of a delay. Is it true? Are you in trouble?
Yeah, it's, just a little delay, like they told you. Don't worry about it, nothing I can't handle.
Sure. Yeah. Can I at least ask what your plan is?
I'm building a bridge across a lava river.
Wait. Did I get that right? You're building a bridge, all on your own. Look. This isn't personal. But the way this situation is managed is wrong in so many ways. I looked up this Maxwell guy, and there seems to be a weird secrecy around him everywhere he goes.
Secrecy?
Yeah. Not much information about how he got into mining ops. Nothing on what he did prior to that. I'm starting to worry he's playing games to get all the credit for finding Rapidium. At the cost of your safety, Jan.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
Then why did you put your life in his hands by going on that stupid mission?
I just needed to go somewhere far away, get away from it all, from, everything. So, did it for myself, I guess.
Of course you did. Forget I asked. Forget I even... Never mind. You know what? I better go. I hope Maxwell gets you home safe. Bye, Jan.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
I have something for you. I used the illuminator on one of those strange areas on the surface, and it revealed some sort of plants, but not real living plants. More like a projection of another dimension that became visible to me. Keep going. I followed their path and found something that could have been their core. And when I used the illuminator on it, I found some interesting specimens. Really? Specimens from the interval. Did you secure them properly? Of course. I have to take them to my lab immediately. Let me study them thoroughly. Jan, this is beyond my wildest dreams. A whole new area of research wide open before me. Before us.
You wanted to discuss something?
Yes. That moron who amputated his arm for no reason. Can you believe it?
At a moment like this, we can't afford to have unproductive crew members on board.
Not much we can do about it now.
Well, we have to do something. That's why I wanted to talk. I could fit him with a prosthetic arm.
That's a great idea. Don't get beside yourself. It's a standard procedure in such cases.
Of course, I'd need a little time to tweak the details. Just assign the task to me and I'll know what to do. Have no doubt. If we want to meet our targets, we'll need a miner on top form.
What a week, huh?
I can see that you're angry. Just leave me alone. Come on, let me help. What do you usually do when you feel like this?
I don't know. Go to a bar, I guess. Nothing better than a bottle of cheap, lukewarm beer, am I right?
If you work hard, you gotta party hard, right?
You know it.
There's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
How's the prosthetic arm going?
The design is ready. I've uploaded the blueprint to the workshop. Get to work at once, and we'll have our miner back where we need him.
I know you've been down lately. Anything I can do to make you feel better? Super kind of you, but I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Oh, still.
Ah, yes. I have something for you.
If it's painkillers, I don't need them anymore. I'm fine.
No. I've decided to fit you with a prosthetic arm.
Oh?
That way you can get back to working normally.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Why not? I gotta tell you, trying to light a smoke with one hand sure was a bitch. Rid of you. Rid of you.
I feel good.
Sure that the Saba base has a
Can't do this without resources. Should I move on to this now?
You're doing something about the general unhappiness, right?
You do know we're running out of radiation filters?
About the miner's arm. I get it. You made your choice. Hope that piece of metal makes him productive enough for you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do.
Hey, what's going on? What are you arguing about?
We got together to celebrate our progress, but it looks like we've reached the limits of a constructive discussion regarding our different views.
We can't agree on the playlist. I say nothing beats good old rock and roll, but it seems our tastes got pretty rotten in some branches. Rotten is good. Grunge is good. If you ask me, we should get us some turntables and launch a proper set. Turn this place into a club.
You might not have noticed, but I was trying to make a point. If you really have to listen to music now, pick something we can focus to and think about the challenges ahead. Ever heard of a surgeon celebrating while the patient is still on the operating table?
Yada, yada, yada. I bet your taste in music is just about as fresh as that patient.
That's because your narrow mind will never grasp the beauty of AI-fueled synth jazz.
Okay, guys, let's not kill ourselves over a stupid party playlist, please. You never said what you'd want to hear. Let's chill to something upbeat and calm. What? Look,
There's definitely one thing we have in common. We are very emotional about a party playlist.
of course we are. Hey, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all start out playing with Frickle Pickle?
Oh my word. Just as I was fighting so hard to get that memory out of my mind, the very mention of that ludicrous name makes me want to die of humiliation.
Come on, it was a high school rock band. It had to be cringy to be authentic. Hey, remember that gig we had in a shed and the electricity died and we ended up moving to a total stranger's house for an epic after party?
And thank goodness that joke of a band broke up when everyone went away to college.
Speak for yourself. I got together with the guys several years later and we jammed on the weekends. Some good tunes we played too. And to think it all started with Uncle Martin's guitar.
He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher, unless you wanted to learn how to chug a bottle of beer in under 5 seconds.
That's because he was a musician, not a babysitter. Remember the first thing he made us play? Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. But the bastard was too drunk to find his way back out.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't that.
I wonder if we'd even remember how to play that simple tune. I haven't touched a guitar in ages. Really? Oh, I never gave up jamming with the Frickles. Well, not until the accident. Tinkering with synth loops was more my thing.
Luckily, we're not here to perform music.
You know what? You're right. We should definitely do it. You really are a genius. I bet we could write a song Uncle Martin would dig. All we need is a guitar. You up to it? Man, I'm telling you, fucked up world we live in, huh?
And I'm telling you, this is the least important of our priorities.
Hello?
Jan, this is Maxwell. I have good news. I managed to get your rescue team airborne.
Glad to hear it. I made progress too.
Well done. And how is your cargo?
Rapidium? It's safe, don't worry.
Good. And your altars? Are there many of them?
I've made as many as I could.
That's good. I know it's a challenge, but you mustn't be afraid to do anything that can increase your chances. You should know I've been busy too. Testing the waters, as they say, about the possible fate of your potential crew after you come back.
You mean you still haven't told anyone?
It's too early, Jan.
Why?
There's one thing you need to understand about those people. No one makes it to the board of a corporation for being nice. It's an award you get for putting the interests of stakeholders before anything else. Which boils down to being a passive opportunist with no moral center.
And whose interest are you protecting? What are you hiding, Maxwell?
You got me there, Jan. I am hiding something quite embarrassing. An idealistic dream.
What about?
Would you laugh if I told you I believe we can change the face of the world? Like depleting resources, insufficient food production, they're just symptoms. We could get to the cause.
We?
Yes. It's impossible without you, Jan. You have the insight now. You have experienced the truth about life. Because what is it really? Nothing but a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years, a chance appears to make a leap in our understanding of reality.
And you think this is it?
Well, ever since I learned about your discovery, I keep thinking about Rapidium as the opportunity for us to stop being slaves to chaos. That is why, contrary to the members of the board, I will sacrifice everything to protect your mission.
Feels good to have somebody on my side.
Thank you for your trust. Let me tell you something in return about myself. You see, the career in management wasn't always what I had in mind for myself. I used to be a geneticist, preoccupied by scientific work, exciting, promising experiments.
So, the old research Lucas dug up.
Yes, it was mine.
You're responsible for all this. The mine records, the ranching.
It's never just one person, Jan. But yes, I was in charge of that project.
Who commissioned these experiments?
I can't say any more. I'm sorry. Not now. Not on this connection. For the very same reasons I had to discontinue my work. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if anyone from the board finds out what we've done together, they could get the wrong idea. If you know what I mean.
Okay. I get it.
So it's just between me and you. And I have to warn you, it may get harder for you.
Harder? How?
Well, there might come a moment when the interest of your alters, at least some of them, will differ significantly from yours.
Are you trying to scare me?
I just want you to prepare.
For what?
Tough decisions.
That's very cryptic.
Well, it's the best I can do. Remember, we're both in uncharted territory. Lucas is working on establishing the most convenient rendezvous point. He'll dispatch the coordinates to you as soon as he's found a good location.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Take care, Jan. It's going well. Just keep it up, and you'll be proud of yourself.
What's up?
I noticed how much time you waste on other people's quarrels.
I'm so glad
I
we
wouldn't
have
call that a
proper
waste of
going
time.
now.
Well, I just did. Focus on
was
work,
one
please.
night of
There's
sleeping on
really
the
a lot to
floor
do.
away from blowing this whole thing up. Wait, really? Nah, man.
Okay, I've got us a guitar. Now, what do we want to play?
How about something from our old repertoire? We had a few hits up our sleeves.
For crying out loud, can't you just let it go? Do you really want to sing something a 16-year-old version of yourself wrote?
People liked our lyrics, but yeah, I guess they didn't age well. But we had some sick tunes. How about this? We could use one of our old tunes, but come up with new lyrics, something fresh and relatable to, well, our audience.
And by audience, you mean?
Us, obviously. Let's write about us. What do you think, Jan?
I like it. Let's get down to it.
That's the spirit.
And what exactly would you write about?
Like I said, something relatable. We should write about us, our crew. What unites us, what divides us. Right. We could have a few verses about things we lost along the way. And I could sing something about things we really want to get back from the bottom of my heart, you know? Sounds like a plan. I'll take the first verse. You, Brainiac?
What about me?
What's your subject of choice?
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
Nope. We're in this together.
Fine. Give me the shortest part.
And what'll you sing about?
Quantum mechanics? What else? Let's add some meaning to this pointless activity.
Okay, then. Jan, your turn. You take the second verse. What are you gonna sing about?
I could sing about all the things we've been through.
Well, that could work. You could start with something like, on the path I left behind.
How about I've made choices that were not always right?
Yeah, but I'm no longer left all by myself. We've got a common goal in sight. All right, looks like we've got it. Oh, sweet.
Let's just get this over with.
Come on, even you can take the stick out of your ass once in a while.
Okay, here goes.
Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret, till the coin got flipped around.
Things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen.
What if I got to spend a day with you again? Of all the things that I regret, it's losing you that truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. On the path I left behind, I've made choices that were not always right, but I'm no longer left missing things if they were never truly gone. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today, oh, if I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide tonight. Did we stop again? Are we there already? The base seems to be a bit wobbly.
Are you sure we're not moving? More like alcohol intoxication has wreaked havoc on your vestibular system.
My what?
We're not moving. Something has to be blocking our way again. The navigation readings are curious.
Curious. In what way?
I don't know exactly, but something's distorting them.
Okay. Nothing cures a hangover like taking a walk. Wanna go and check that thing out, Jan?